but I was still largely just focused on my next Olympics, which was in 2016. But in 2016, just 2 months before the trials, I worked out on a day I should have never worked out because my hamstrings were super tight. And during the workout, I actually ended up tearing my hamstring, and it was so bad. It ripped an inch tear in my hamstring. And this is right before the 2016 Rio Olympics. Like, I had just overcome the injury and made it at the last Olympic Games. So I was hoping that this Olympic Games would go through a little more smoothly. Yeah. And of course, it doesn't. And so I get this injury, I tear my hamstring, I rush back, I do everything I can to try to get back for the 2016 Olympic trials. And at that point, I had been a 4-time national champion. And so I knew that top 3 would make the Olympic Games. And maybe even at 90%, even coming back from this injury, maybe I could still get top 3 because I had been a 4-time national champion. But on the day of the race, I do everything I could. Like, I feel like no one wanted it more than I did. Like, I gave that race everything. And when we get to the finish line, I end up getting 4th, and I miss qualifying by half a second. And I was so heartbroken because for 4 years I had been known as Sarah Wells, the Olympian. And now Sarah Wells, the Olympian, doesn't make the Olympics. And I was super devastated and really felt like such a failure. I thought my friends wouldn't like me anymore. I thought no one would ever invite me to do a speaking engagement again. I certainly didn't think anyone would ever have any interest in calling me onto a podcast. Like, no, this girl failed. She doesn't know how to achieve success. She doesn't know what she's doing. So yeah, no, she's going to lose. Like, I thought for sure I was losing all respect. And I took a year off sport after that because I felt like such a failure. And I couldn't go back to the track. It was too hard. It was too painful. And in that year, that's when I founded the Believe Initiative, because I questioned everything. Because for 4 years, I had been telling people, if you believe in yourself, you achieve your goals. But now I believed in myself and I did not achieve my goal. And so was it a lie? Is it all a joke? And I realized, you know what? I actually believe in myself more strongly after not making the Olympic Games, even more so than when I did. And I think that's because we can all remember a time where we felt like a failure, where we thought our friends weren't going to like us anymore, where an epic, miserable defeat had us feeling like we had wasted our time, wasted our lives. Like, what were we doing? What were we thinking? And I was still willing in moments like that to still get on the start line, regardless of knowing the outcome, regardless of the circumstances that could have defined how it ended. I still stood on the start line, and that showed me a strength inside I didn't know I had.